Zach LaVine trade rumors are heating up after the 2024 NBA Draft. For Matas Buzelis, the speculation is intensifying as Zach LaVine becomes a hot topic following the latest NBA Draft. Plus, we're featuring insights on Matas Buzelis and how his draft performance might be influencing trade talks. Don't miss out on the latest updates and potential moves. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay informed with the freshest NBA news and rumors. Welcome to Chicago Bulls Updates. Are you a die-hard Chicago Bulls fan eager to stay on top of all the latest news, rumors, and trades? From trade speculations to roster changes, game highlights, and beyond, we cover it all to keep you informed and connected with your favorite team. Subscribe now and join our community to never miss a beat in the world of Chicago Bulls basketball. Alright, let's start with the elephant in the room, Zach LaVine. The two-time All-Star has been the subject of trade rumors for what feels like an eternity. But folks, I'm here to tell you that the chatter has reached a fever pitch. Multiple sources close to the Bulls organization have reported that the front office is more open than ever to moving LaVine. Why, you ask? Well, it's a perfect storm of factors. First off, LaVine's massive contract. He's in the middle of a 5-year, $215 million deal that runs through the 2026-27 season. That's a hefty price tag for a player who, while undeniably talented, hasn't been able to lead the Bulls to postseason success. Secondly, there's the question of fit. The Bulls have struggled to find the right balance with LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Nikola Vucevic on the floor together. The team's performance over the past couple of seasons has been underwhelming, to say the least, and it seems the front office is ready to shake things up. But here's where it gets really interesting. League insiders are buzzing about potential landing spots for LaVine. The usual suspects are in the mix, teams like the New York Knicks, who are always on the hunt for star power, and the Miami Heat, who narrowly missed out on Damian Lillard last season. But there's a dark horse in this race that's got everyone talking. The Golden State Warriors. Yes, you heard that right. With the recent departure of Jordan Poole and the aging of their core, the Warriors could be looking to inject some fresh scoring punch into their lineup. A backcourt of Steph Curry and Zach LaVine? Now that's a terrifying thought for the rest of the league. Of course, any potential trade would have to overcome some significant hurdles. LaVine's contract is no small matter, and the Bulls would be looking for a substantial return. We're talking young prospects, draft picks, and possibly a veteran or two to keep the team competitive. But here's the kicker: the Bulls' performance in the early part of the 2024-25 season could be the deciding factor. If the team stumbles out of the gate, don't be surprised if LaVine is wearing a different jersey by the trade deadline. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the 2024 NBA Draft. The Bulls came into the draft with the 11th overall pick, and let me tell you, they made quite a splash. With their selection, the Bulls chose Matas Buzelis, the 6'10" forward from Lithuania by way of G League Ignite. This pick has got Bulls fans buzzing, and for good reason. Buzelis is a unicorn, folks. At his size, he's got the ball-handling skills of a guard and the shooting touch of a wing. In the G League, he averaged 17.5 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game while shooting a respectable 36% from beyond the arc. But it's not just the stats that make Buzelis special. It's his potential. NBA scouts have been raving about his versatility and his ability to impact the game on both ends of the floor. Some have even drawn comparisons to a young Kristaps Porzingis, but with better mobility. The selection of Buzelis is fascinating when you consider the LaVine trade rumors. Is this the Bulls preparing for a future without their star guard? Or is it simply a case of drafting the best player available? Either way, the addition of Buzelis gives the Bulls some interesting lineup possibilities. Imagine a frontcourt with Buzelis at the 3, Patrick Williams at the 4, and Nikola Vucevic at center. That's a lot of size and skill that could cause matchup nightmares for opponents. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Buzelis is still a raw talent who will need time to develop. The question is, how patient will the Bulls be? And how does his presence affect their plans for the immediate future? Alright, let's zoom in on Matas Buzelis for a moment. This kid is something special, and I think Bulls fans are going to fall in love with him. First off, let's talk about his journey to the NBA. Buzelis was born in Lithuania but moved to the United States as a teenager. He quickly made a name for himself on the high school circuit, earning McDonald's All-American honors and catching the eye of college recruiters across the country. But instead of going the traditional college route, Buzelis chose to join the G League Ignite program. This decision allowed him to play against professional competition and prepare for the rigors of the NBA. And boy, did he make the most of that opportunity. In the G League, Buzelis showcased a skill set that had scouts drooling. His ability to handle the ball at his size is truly remarkable. We're talking about a near 7-footer who can bring the ball up the court, run the pick and roll, and create his own shot off the dribble. But it's not just his offense that's impressive. Buzelis has shown great potential as a defender as well. His length and mobility allow him to guard multiple positions, and he's got a knack for weak side shot blocking. Now I know what some of you are thinking. We've heard this before. What about his weaknesses? And you're right to ask. Like any young player, Buzelis has areas where he needs to improve. He needs to add strength to his frame to handle the physicality of the NBA. His decision-making can be inconsistent at times, and he'll need to adjust to the speed of the pro game. But these are all things that can be improved with time and proper development. The exciting thing for Bulls fans is the potential. Buzelis has the tools to be a true difference maker in the league. If he can put it all together, we could be looking at a future all-star. So, how does Matas Buzelis fit into the Bulls' plans? That's the million-dollar question, and it's one that could have significant implications for the team's future. In the short term, I expect the Bulls to bring Buzelis along slowly. He'll likely start the season coming off the bench, providing a spark with his versatility and athleticism. But don't be surprised if he's pushing for a starting spot by the All-Star break. The real intrigue comes when we think about the long-term picture. Buzelis has the potential to be a cornerstone piece for this franchise. His skill set complements the Bulls' current core in interesting ways. Imagine Buzelis in the frontcourt with Patrick Williams. That's two versatile forwards who can switch on defense and spread the floor on offense. Add in Ayo Dosunmu in the backcourt, and you've got the makings of a young, dynamic core. But here's where things get really interesting. The selection of Buzelis could give the Bulls more flexibility when it comes to potential Zach LaVine trades. If they decide to move LaVine, Buzelis could step into a larger role sooner rather than later. On the flip side, if LaVine stays, Buzelis could be the perfect complementary piece. His size and shooting ability could help create space for LaVine and DeRozan to operate, while his passing skills could help facilitate the offense. And there you have it, folks. The latest news and analysis on the Chicago Bulls. From Zach LaVine trade rumors to the selection of Matas Buzelis in the draft, it's clear that exciting times are ahead for this franchise. What do you think? Should the Bulls trade LaVine? Are you excited about Buzelis? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more NBA news and analysis.